All right, welcome. Welcome everyone. It's Friday evening, and as you know, on Fridays we have the competition with the same name, Friday Night Events, here hosted on the Discord with the same name, Friday Night Events. So I am back after I mean, I know that for most people, like it isn't any different what we're doing right now, but for me, it's very different because I've been away from home all week. I just came this morning from a business trip, and it feels like I've been away from hosting forever. But I'm glad I'm back, and tonight we have an exciting event. It's going to be a major event, which means a standard type of event, so everybody can pick the characters that they want. So we're not doing something special like last time when we did random. And although we don't have a big number of competitors, we had seven. Info had to drop, so we're at six, but it's still a very good number for our system. We have plenty of quality in this tournament. So we have Carlos, who's the reigning first sword, so he's going to be defending his title tonight. It's a little bit of a pressure on his shoulders, but I'm sure he'll come through. We got Wiggly, who's also a very good player. We got Ezekiel surging recently. He's had top performances. Pico, obviously a known veteran. Me and Lord Boris, again another dark horse player who can change everything in a second. So since we're six, we're gonna start with a round robin. Set seven flags. We're gonna count the number of flags, and the top three players are going to qualify into the semi-final and then in the final. So number two and number three, we're going to fight in a best of two or first to 14 semi-final, and the winner of that is going to face the number one guy in the final. There's a catch though: the player who wins the preliminaries, the qualifiers, will have two chances in the final. So it's kind of like a double elimination. So it's going to be a huge incentive for all players to clinch the top spot. But obviously, if that's not possible, then the second and the third will definitely keep you in the competition as well. Top three spots also get points in the rankings, and they get the maximum number of points that they can get. So this is a good opportunity to increase your rank, get a nicer title. And next week we're gonna wrap up this month, and after this month we're gonna see the rankings, and the new roles on the server will be assigned according to the rank that you have, and you're gonna keep that rank for a full month, regardless of what you do. Regardless if you keep losing all your fights or if you don't show up, that rank is yours for 1 month. So every month you're gonna have a different rank. Obviously, considering that this is an all-time ranking, you will be, for example, if you compete often and you have a big number of points, you may keep a high rank for a long time. All right. So that being said, let's make sure that we have the proper settings here in the game. So as I said, we're gonna put this to 7, 1.5, and I'm just gonna check on the mod really quickly. The 1.1 shouldn't be any difference. Yeah. All right. So everything is there. Good. One thing to note though, so Wiggly is going to compete in the tournament, but he's going to come a little bit later, which means that the rest of us will have to fight a little bit more often. So Carlos, Ezekiel, Pico, Boris, who else was in there? Yeah, I think these ones are it. Just stay around because you're going to be fighting a lot in the beginning because Wiggly's not here. So there will be situations where you have to fight twice in a row. I'll try to make sure that it doesn't happen, but at some point it will happen for sure until Wiggly comes in. So Wiggly will have to fight a lot when he comes back. That should be like I think he said that he's gonna be home by 8:30 local time. Him and I have the um, same time zone. So I guess we're gonna have a couple of fights until he comes in. Good. So let's have a look at the matches and the first. Let's start the group stage here. The first match, we're gonna see the champion, the first sword, fight against a very tough opponent, which is Boris. Boris is gonna be on the left. Carlos is going to be on the right. So a tough start here for both. The reason why we do round robins plus elimination when we have 6 or 7 people is trying to emulate a larger tournament. Because if you have, let's say, 10 people or 12 people playing in a tournament, naturally to win the tournament you're going to fight 4 or 5, maybe even 6 people. With a lower number, if we had to do it the same, then you would fight like 1 or 2. Well, not 1 or 2, 2 or 3. But with this system, you can play. So everybody today is going to play at least 5 qualification matches plus the possibility of a semifinal or a final. As I said, even though we don't have a large number of players, Carlos here, for example, in order to defend his title, he will have to mostly defeat everybody, and there are a lot of good players in. I think this is my 4th week that I haven't touched Hellish Quart aside from tournaments, and honestly, it doesn't feel that bad. I think it's good to stay away from it sometimes. All right, so let's go with the first fight. Boris versus Carlos. I'm looking to see if Carlos is going to stick with the character that brought him the win last time, which was Marina. Most likely. Boris is an Isabella player, so I think Marina can be a good counter for her. Although Isabella also has a couple of tools that she can use. So we'll see which player uses his tools better. And one thing that I remember 2 weeks ago from the time when Carlos won the tournament was that most of us had some sort of strategy. Got a relog parsec, no worries. Most of us had some sort of strategy against Marina that was, I think it was kind of based around Ezekiel's style, because Ezekiel was the only one that was playing Marina consistently, and he got pretty far in some tournaments, so he got to fight some people. He was in some round robins, so people kind of adjusted their play styles against Marina based on Ezekiel's play style. But then Carlos came in and brought something a little bit different. A different approach with her, and I noticed that he was usually a little bit more attentive to her weaknesses and to the things that could put her in danger. So I think that brought him some success, and we'll see if it happens tonight as well. So Boris is here, Carlos is here. First match of the champion, or the first sword. Gonna start here. Anyway, remember, it doesn't matter that much win or lose. All it matters is that you score as many flags as possible. So don't get discouraged. Even if you lose a couple of fights, you still have chances to qualifying, as long as you're doing great. Okay, Boris is taking left side. Carlos is taking right side. think they got the sides wrong. Yeah. So as anticipated, we're going with Isabella versus Marina, and I think this is also very interesting for me because most likely I'm gonna use Isabella, and we'll see if Boris can show some interesting tactics that can be used against Marina. Cut there, and gets countered immediately by Carlos with the strike to the head. Oh, beautiful side step, 1-1. Oh, side step into the tap. One of Isabella's best combos, especially with the speed. Oh, and goes low for the leg. I remember I've seen Boris use that before against Marina. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but this time it did. Oh, went again low, but Carlos does not let you swing much. He's always there with the counter. Oh, beautiful thrust there, right in the chest. I think Carlos tried to maybe dash in or something. That's why he was vulnerable to it. 3-2. Oh, tried his work. Got punished. 3-3. Again, the short thrust. Oh, Carlos does not let you feint. And I think this is the like the third flag when Carlos kills Boris on his feint or on his combo, and again catches him in mid combo. 5-3. A good start here for the first sword. 6-3. Looks like he found a system that is quite tough to break. Boris with 3 flags so far. Let's see if he can score more if it is to go down. Let's see if he can maybe get 1 or 2 more. Oh, tried again and got countered. 7-3. A very good start here for a very good start for the first sword. Boris will have to pick himself up a little bit later. Next fight is going to be Ezekiel versus Pico. Another fight that may involve Marina. I'm really curious to see who Pico's gonna go with. Here we go. This is an interesting fight. I think both Ezekiel and actually I think everybody from the tournament has a chance, but I would see that probably Ezekiel and Pico are two of the players that are kind of there in the qualification spots, and I think that this fight is going to be pretty important. Okay, no worries, Carlos. Ezekiel is ready. Hopefully Pico is ready too. After that, next fight should be me versus Ezekiel, but we're gonna try to alternate things a little bit. So I'm probably gonna fight Boris or something just to keep people. Or I don't know, maybe we should just go as it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So Ezekiel's gonna fight twice. Let's tag Pico one more time. I think he's away. If he doesn't reply in 1 minute, I think we can do my fight against Ezekiel and do Pico after. Oh, there he is. Oh. Looks like Pico has to drop. Okay. Let's see if we can get her replacement. Just give me 1 second, Ezekiel. We're gonna fight in a second. Alright, so I'm gonna just keep the message on and we'll figure something out. Alright, then let's do me versus Ezekiel. So he's already in. I'm gonna be on the left and he's gonna be on the right. Yep. Marina it is. Here we go. I got him with the upcut. This time it worked. But I think it's because he chose a different attack. Oh, this one was nice. tired. Oh, nice. Oh, the bait worked. Oh, you got me there. Nice. Nice. I'm a little bit rusty with the pushes. Oh, nice, good fight. Very close. I expected it to be so. Honestly, I expected it to be somewhere in 5 flags, 6 flags for either. GG's, man. Just 1 flag difference, so it doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. All right. So Pico, Wiggly, not here. So the only fighters that are here, so me, Carlos, Ezekiel, and Boris. Let's see which one is next. Probably um, Ezekiel versus Carlos. We're gonna do that one. And this is gonna be nice. I'm not sure if Ezekiel and Carlos fought so far, because they both use Marina, and it's gonna be a pretty fun fight to watch between these two. I think right now they are probably the only two Marina mains. I could definitely call them Marina mains. Carlos is here. All right. Waiting for Ezekiel. In the meantime, I wanted to tell you that in the tournament we also have these entertainment roles, and those who get nice performances during the tournaments also get some points, and they might get a nice role on the server based on that. So just on entertainment factor, so on nothing else. Oh, there's Ezekiel, and this is a fight that I'm actually very excited to watch. Ezekiel takes the left, Carlos takes the right. Yeah, so it looks like Carlos's trademark is now Marina's alternate skin, compared to Ezekiel, who uses the default. I think Marina mirrors are definitely very interesting. Carlos with the first. Oh, nice forward cut there from Ezekiel. 1-1. Carlos uses that belly combo a lot, and it's very good. Stream audio. I'll check in a second. Oh, second. Just give me one second. No, it should be fine. Let me check on my phone. No, it's definitely working. Second flag there for Ezekiel. Oh, that's I'm not sure I've seen that move before. It's one of the neutrals, I think, from Marina. All right, getting back to the fight. A lot of exchanges there, and eventually Ezekiel gets the point there, the flag. 3-3. I think this is gonna be very close, and something tells me that we're gonna see these guys in the finals as well. 4-3, the elimination stage. Double. Couple of attacks there from Ezekiel, but he's getting tired. Carlos is just patiently waiting for. He's going for a triple side step attack there. Every time got the shield got in the way. So within shield, fighting is definitely different from just a weapon, single weapon. Oh, and Ezekiel now with the fourth flag. Ezekiel's playing a little bit of catch up, but he's not far away. goes low with the attack. That was really nice from Carlos. And Carlos again in advantage. 5-4. Oh, beautiful retreat cut to the legs as well. Carlos showing a little bit more composure here. 6-4. Oh, and a nice cut to the head. Carlos with another very good win. 7-4. 4.4 flags scored here by Ezekiel. The fight was pretty even up to the later stages where Carlos's experience prevailed, and Carlos won here. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, it fixed it. Okay, awesome. Okay, Wrath is here. I would love to see him. And just messaged a couple of people. Obviously, we can go without. Oh, all right. So it looks like Wrath is gonna take over Pico's spot. Just give me 1 second until I until I put this here. Carlos with a couple of wins. Started really well. Proved why he's the first sword of the event, of the league. So Wrath's gonna step in. Hopefully the connection is gonna be fine. Usually has a couple of issues. Alright, until Wrath gives me his challenge name, we're gonna move on to the next fight. I'm gonna do me versus Boris, because these two guys just fought. I'm on the left and he's on the right. Most likely it's gonna be an Isabella mirror match. Boris is a very dangerous guy. I fought him a couple of times. He lost the first fight, but he lost it against Carlos, so that doesn't tell us much, because Carlos is now the first sword. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna be on the left and he's gonna be on the right. Yeah. Default Isabella versus white shirt. Here we go. Oh, that was a beautiful thrust. I thought my high guard is gonna reach him, but it didn't. Oh, beautiful. Caught me right in the side step. Posta divena there. Oh, and he got me with the false edge. That was beautiful. Boris has a couple of spectacular moves he likes to use with Isabella. Oh, that hit her head. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful counter. I like that he uses the short thrust. Oh, and again. My bad. I fainted. Last flag. Oh, what the hell? What the hell was that? her head, her head went backwards. Oh, what a bug. He got tired. Let me rewatch it. Oh, he dodged my dash. Oh, her head just got twisted. Good fight, man. Good fight. Another 7-6. All right. Need to be careful here. These 7-6 matches are getting tight. I think I'm dropping a little bit too many flags in the beginning. Good. Let's see, Wrath. That's 12. Okay. We're gonna give him a fight next, but first let's get him in. Let's check on Wiggles as well. Wiggly. Alright, he's in. Awesome. Alright, we're going to give him a fight right now. Good thing we found somebody to replace. He's going to fight Ezekiel. Ezekiel with 2 fights so far. This is the 3rd for him. Managed to get 10 flags so far. Wrath is here, waiting for Ezekiel. I wonder who Wrath is gonna pick. He used to be a Sam main, but he's been trying some other characters as well. We'll see if he goes with somebody in particular. I haven't seen him compete in a pretty long time. Waiting on Ezekiel to connect. After that fight, we're gonna do there aren't too many fights that we can do without getting somebody in. There we go. Good. Okay, Ezekiel is gonna be on the left and Wrath on the right. Something tells me that Wrath is gonna be the same surprise as Dragons was last week. He came in late and then he almost qualified. He was 1 flag away from qualification stage. Ezekiel left, Wrath right. I'm gonna let you guys select. I'm gonna be right back. Gotta get the dog inside.
Zabrać mi to stąd! Zabrać mi to stąd!
Alright, I am back. Looks like Ezekiel is having a field day here. I think Wrath hasn't played in some time. He's also in Brazil, so he has like 260 ping or something. And I'm not sure if he fought Marina too much so far. It's definitely... it definitely needs some adjusting to play against Marina. A good win here for Ezekiel. Not a good start for Wrath, but he has the chance to bounce back. Okay. Next. Um, um, did we do Boris versus Ezekiel? No. Boris versus Ezekiel next. Ezekiel been fighting a lot. As I said, some people are going to be fighting a lot. Boris is here. Again, waiting for Ezekiel. Alright, there's Ezekiel. There we go. Alright, Ezekiel going Marina, Boris going Bella. Be right back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. The dog is just escaping. Going out. Alright, looks like Ezekiel's got a little bit of advantage here. 4-1. Oh, the push, the block. I think he was a little bit delayed with his attack there. Isabella blocked it, but managed to score after. 5-1. Boris has had another Marina fight earlier against Carlos. He's trying some of the same tactics. Oh, and the dash thrust. And Ezekiel might get another very good win here. 6-1. Double. another thrust exactly when Boris left his guard down. Boris, stay in, please. Do not leave. Because you're about to fight Wrath. A good win here for Ezekiel. Okay, so we're gonna do Boris versus Wrath next. Wrath versus Boris, actually. This is a good opportunity for both players to get some flags. Here we go. Let's get Wrath in. Okay, there's Wrath. Okay, so Wrath is on the left, Boris on the right. After this fight, we're going to have a look at the rankings, although some people played more fights, some people played fewer, so it's not going to be very relevant. But we're still going to get an idea on who's at the top and who's at the bottom. Both players in need of flags. First one goes to Wrath. Sam can be oh, high guard and then goes low with it. That was pretty interesting. Second flag here for third now for Wrath. Boris needs to pick himself up a little bit here. I think he got a little bit demoralized after that fight with Ezekiel. Just needs to stick to fundamentals and do what he does best. Oh, and a nice tap to the head. First one for Boris. Oh, and he tried again the false edge. Oh, and a beautiful forward cut, and Boris gets a second flag. Boris has toned down his rhythm a little bit, and it's helping him. And the third one here, 3-3. Oh, and a nice the combo that he likes so much. I like it too. Side step A into the Y tap. The tap comes a little bit faster than you expected. Double. And Boris scores 4 flags in a row after being led by 3. Double. Oh, and one move that I don't use much, but I like it. It's a side step. Nice tap there from Wrath. Scores one of his own. 5-4. A good fight so far. And another double. They both have the the same type of striking, which is like they throw one attack and then they throw a combo, and most of the time they kind of catch each other. Oh, that was a beautiful blade beat followed by another cut. That scored for Wrath, and Wrath is now getting back. Oh, that was a beautiful side step. I thought that Boris is going to get him with the high guard cut, but that was such a smooth side step. Oh, and the dash in, and looks like Wrath found his rhythm. Wrath, do not leave, because you're going to fight again. You're going to fight me. Boris showed some very good... very good tactics over there, but it looks like Wrath eventually managed to come back with some really nice techniques of his own. And Wrath is gonna fight me now. And let's see how close is Wiggly to come in. Next one, so it's gonna be against me. I think Wrath now has a little bit of morale, especially having won against Isabella. He will be facing another one. Try again, Wrath. There it is. Alright, gotta be careful. Wrath looked very tricky there. And there were a couple of moves that proved to be very effective against Isabella. Left side, Wrath. I'm on the right. All right, let's go with the white shirt. Going with the red skin. All right, here we go. The first attack landed. I was lucky to stun him there. A little posta divena there. The delayed follow-up actually helped this time. Wrath is also putting himself in danger with the high guard, low guard, but that's something that worked for him against Lord Boris. Oh, in the thrust works this time. Good fight. I enjoyed it. 7-0 clean sweep here, but Wrath did well. We shouldn't be too harsh on him because he's coming after a long time not playing, so he needs a little bit of time to adjust to everything. And plus, he's fighting with 200 and something ping, so yeah. There's Wiggly. Hopefully he's ready because he has to do a lot of fighting. Yeah, actually, yeah. So we're gonna do ready. Okay. So Wiggly's gonna play 3 fights in a row. He's gonna fight me. He's gonna fight Carlos and then Boris. So I hope he's warmed up. Oh, in comment. Oh, there it is. Yasas.
Hi, Yasu. Hello. What's up, guys? Sorry it took a little bit longer. The lessons, you understand? How's everyone?
Doing great. Doing great. We're doing a little bit of a round robin.
Yep. So I see it.
Yeah. So we're trying to get some nice fights in.
Mhm. My hands are cold, but my soul is ready.
Just give me 1 second. So I was asking. Dragons because we had a replacement earlier. So he said that he's available, but maybe we can add him in the tournament so he can fight as well. Because we're doing really well with time. Um, I think we can. Let me see.
Up to you. I'm here. I'm ready. Lock and loaded.
Yeah, just give me 1 second to figure something out here. Because if Dragons is
Absolutely.
ready, it would be a shame not to have him in as well. But I think it kind of messes with everything. Would probably have to go through to reset the scores and all that. Delete all scores.
What? We resetting or?
No. So earlier when Pico dropped from the tournament, I asked a couple of people. I just messaged a couple of people that I know that are usually available, and maybe they didn't see the announcement or anything. And one of them was Dragons, and now he just told me that he could be available. So I was thinking that maybe we can also add him to the tournament just to make it, just get a couple of more
Also,
fights.
you're gonna add a participant. I don't know if you can do that. I'm not sure.
Um, it looks like I can do that, but
You do
um,
not know if he's here or not.
no. He can. Um, but most likely we'll have to reset the the thing, and I would need to just input the scores again, which is not necessarily a problem because there weren't too many fights. I could just pull out a screenshot and just put the scores quickly in. Yeah, yeah, I think we can do that. Um,
Mhm. I'll just be here.
mhm.
I don't know how to entertain you guys till Venter's done. Uh,
Maybe you can tell them a little
did
bit
you?
about your idea about the
Oh,
event thing.
sure, sure. Since I haven't made it public, I showed some people about the organizers and stuff. Anyways, guys, in Christmas, yeah, in Christmas holidays, which for me start at the 22nd of December till New Year's, uh, I was planning to do a team event. Basically, RP event, sort as Vendor has done over the last RP events, last was Worth in Lithuania, sort of like the Deluge stuff. Anyways, basically there are gonna be four teams. Yeah, four teams. Players up to three or four. We'll see, depending on the turnout. I want equal teams in every. The twist in this one, uh, contrary to Ventus tournaments, it will be that we will count the wins of the teams rather than the flags. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. That was my main idea to make this, to see how wins would be in this environment. And there's gonna be a little sort of like RP thing with the Warhammer fantasy universe, but more on that later when it's finalized. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll keep you all updated through announcements and that. And yeah, that's the thing. So see see you then, I guess.
Awesome. I just wanted to add something on your system because throughout the events that we organized on the server, there were flag oriented tournaments which were mostly mine. Subotai also used it in a couple of his as well, and focused on wins. But actually, your system has something. Uh, it's based on wins that it's a little bit different. So it's not just because if you say, for example, it's based on wins, people would think that, oh, there are three people, so it's a best of three. It's actually not a best of three. It's every win of the team fights
Yeah,
counts.
yeah,
Yeah, so
exactly.
every win. So if for example, if you lose 1-2, that win will still be added. Um, so it's kind of it's a little bit of a hybrid between the flags and wins because you count wins as separate points, even though the entire match, for example, was lost. So, for example, a team that managed to get a couple of wins in fights that they lost, they still have a chance of getting higher in the event. So, yeah,
In
it's
the
a fun
ladder,
idea.
yeah, yeah. It's sort of yeah. It's gonna be like say that there is teams of four or teams of three best, teams of three, and it's gonna two teams fight. Even if your team wins twice, the other team still will get one victory. So it's I find it a bit more competitive, sort to say. So like if you're the last guy, even though your two previous guys lost, you can still manage to salvage a last win to not make this totally unfavor to you, to your team. So you
Hmm.
can manage to get one win, which would still put you up. Also, due to the abilities of the role play, you may also want to influence other teams' placements so your leaderboard looks better. I'll see how I'll do it. I don't know if it's gonna be only round robin or if it's gonna be round robin with the final stage. We'll see. It's still on preparation. And anyways, we sort of stick out for that one.
Awesome. All right, still haven't got an answer from dragons. Let's do our fight, and we'll see after if we can add him. It doesn't affect us in any way, because I can just put the
The
results
scores,
after.
the
Yeah,
scores.
yeah,
Yep, yep.
yeah. Okay. Let's do the fight then.
I don't know if you saw, I'm experimenting a bit with Bara and Tarnowski. So
Um, no,
I'm
I
gonna
haven't.
focus on them on this event.
Okay.
Oh yeah, on the USFC, I don't know if you saw, like I was
No,
playing
I
a bit of
haven't.
Bara, a bit of
Haven't watched the last ones.
I see, I see, I see.
You are on the left, and I'm on the right.
Hmm. It is with the mod, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yep. Ooh,
Oh,
I see there
but
two
did I add you
7-0s
in
there.
Parsec? Oh, I didn't add you in Parsec. I thought you were in Parsec. Sorry, my bad.
No, no, no. And I need to remember not to log out because I have the fights and I have to commentate after.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put up your Christmas tree, Vena?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I have one.
You know, before being inserted into the European Union, Greece had wooden ships in its house that they would decorate.
Mm.
Anyways, I'm muting now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck, man. You're left. I'm right. Here we go. GG's, man. Very close fight.
GG's, I threw. GG's, man. You deserved it. Oh, it was
Yeah,
good. It was good. It was good.
it was great. The thing is, in the beginning, I was kind of playing your game, and you were being faster than me in some exchanges, and I lost a couple of flags. And I said, look, I need to chill a little
You need to
bit.
focus. Yeah,
Yeah, I need to chill.
I
Not
see. I
necessarily
see.
to focus, but I need to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
This is actually so the third fight that I'm having. No, the fourth actually. 3 out of my 4 fights were 7-6. So yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Man, you know, on the end, I lost because I knew like I was at a disadvantage. I didn't know the character so well, and I'm like, oh, I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm not winning. I'm
Yeah.
doing great. I'm doing great, but I wasn't focused at the end. I wasn't 100% on.
Yeah,
But
it
you deserved it.
happens. It
Great comeback.
happens.
Great comeback.
Yeah, thank you so much. Looks like Dragons is not answering, so I guess so we're not gonna waste too much time. So we're just gonna keep it going.
I tried to use the chip technique on you to go in, you know, the lack technique to go in push, but yeah, it doesn't work on you.
Yeah, I noticed that you try to do that a couple of times. All right, you're fighting again though. In the this
Mhm.
time you're fighting the first sword, which is the
Oh, Carlos.
yes, the server champion.
It's always exciting to fight Carlos. I don't know if I told you, like, when I began, I was a Calc main, and on the Deluge, the last Deluge, I fought Carlos, I remember, and I completely lost, and I was like, okay, I need to learn what this guy is doing. I couldn't replicate it, but I did my best.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's Carlos.
Let's say I'm on right now. I'm muting.
Yes. Carlos on the left, Wiggly on the right. Wiggly with a very good start. Oh, but Carlos said something about it. Oh, looks like Carlos might actually go with somebody else or maybe just stick to Marina. Yeah, he's sticking to Marina. Carlos with the 2 wins so far. He's in pole position to win the qualifier stage, and it's actually very important to win the qualifier stage because it gets you qualification directly to the final and 2 lives. Try to push there, Wiggly got caught. Carlos with the first flag. Oh, nice grab there from Wiggly, unexpected. The push didn't work, but the grab did. 1-1. Oh, 2-1. I definitely think Barabash's character suitable for Wiggly's style. He's fast. Oh, nice side step. Has a lot of power, and can be used to harass him aggressively. Oh, beautiful combinations. And Wiggly with the third. Maybe I should get back to the right skin Bara. Realize that it looks very cool. Side step gets hit in the leg. Oh, dash. 4-3 now for Carlos. Oh, and it looks like Carlos is getting a little bit of an advantage here, and that's been pretty much how his fights went so far. Pretty close in the beginning, but he managed to detach himself in the later rounds. Another grab there by Wiggly. Oh, and a dash. 7-5.
Ah, good one, good one, good one. I didn't expect Marina. Oh, sorry, Carlos. I didn't see. I didn't see the request. This.
7-5.
I didn't expect the Marina. I thought it was gonna be the calc. Next time for sure.
So,
Good one.
although Wiggly lost his first two fights, he actually lost them with 6, respectively 5 flags against two of the best players in the tournament, which means that Wiggly is also very close to the top, and with a couple of good wins here, he could definitely snatch one of the first 3 spots, because the first 3 spots will get you in the elimination stage. And oh, Boris said something that he needs a few minutes before he fights. Okay, so that was supposed to be. So we're gonna do Wiggly versus Ezekiel then. As I said, Wiggly needs
Mm-hmm.
to fight 3 times. And I think this is actually a pretty important fight, because this could
I have to win this for the qualification.
yeah,
Ezekiel
I
is
mean
top two.
it's not set in stone, but the win against Ezekiel will definitely give you a better chance of getting one of the first 3 spots.
Uh,
He is
it's been
probably I mean, according to the results that have been so far, he is kind of uh, there at the number 3.
Boris is ready.
I messaged Ezekiel. Okay, let's do your fight with Boris then.
So I have to fight both Boris and Ezekiel.
No. So after this fight, we're gonna give you a little bit of a break,
Oh, okay.
and then you're gonna fight again.
It's Ezekiel versus you.
Oh, there,
You.
Ezekiel is here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do the fight against Ezekiel. Gotta focus on this one because it's gonna be tough. Here we go. Wiggly on the left, Ezekiel on the right. Oh, nice push there from Wiggly. Inches away there. Oh, nice one. 1-1. Oh, nice dash there from The dash thrust is a little bit of a 50-50 move for Marina. So if you move into it, you're gonna definitely gonna be hit. But if you move to the side, you can definitely counter it. 3-1 now for Ezekiel. Double. Wiggly still has 2 more fights besides this one, so even if he loses this one, it's not the end of the world. He can still get in the top 3. Oh, nice side step. Blocked. Try to push. Oh, and that was beautiful from Wiggly because he anticipated that it's gonna be a dash thrust since he was hurt. So he went for the side step and scored. Again, another good push there from Wiggly, and it's 3-3. This is shaping up to be a very good fight. Oh, and a nice retreat cut there from
Zabrać mi
Ezekiel.
to stąd!
4-3. I like that the Ezekiel keeps his composure a lot, especially when people are coming back in the fight. He's just the same, so he's not really changing his tactic much. Oh, beautiful forward cut. 5-3. Oh, he tried to push there, but Wiggly did not fall for it, and he scored his flag. 5-4. Oh, tried again to push, got hit in the process, but he can still fight. Oh, I think he tried another dash there, but he got caught. 6-4. Wiggly needs to be careful here. Oh, tried to push there, but the side step in again dashes in the thrust, and it's 7-4.
The thrust always gets me. GG.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky move, and fair play to Ezekiel. He was throwing it exactly
Yeah.
when he was supposed to.
The
Seven to
thing
four.
I have been used to the normal game where the thrust is a bit slower and more reactable, and I didn't have to read it. Disease. And here you cannot really, especially with the MS difference, you cannot really react to it. You have to proactively, to predict it,
Yeah,
which is harder.
like you did with when you were
Yeah, with
hurt. Yeah,
out of stamina. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's have a look at the
Mhm.
rankings. Um, so Ezekiel is number 1 with 31 points, but he has he has 5 fights played. I'm number 2 with 28. With 4 fights played. Carlos is number 3 with 3 fights played. Wiggly number 4 with also 3. Boris is also with 15 points, just like Wiggly, but with 4 fights played. And Wrath is the last with 3 fights played. So, um, given the fact that Carlos and Wrath have the lowest number of fights, let's do that fight next. We're gonna do Carlos versus Wrath.
Mm-hmm. So,
Here we go.
It's always amazing to have Wrath around.
Yeah, he's
I
come back.
understand that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I understand the difficulties due to his position, due to his location. But yeah, it's amazing to have him around. Very good player.
Carlos and
I-
Wrath. Yes.
If I recall correctly, he was a Jacek main, right?
No. He was Sam main. He also used
Oh, Sam.
Jacek every now and then,
I see.
and some other characters, but mainly he plays Sam. And he actually, in the first 3 fights, he played Sam.
I see.
So good
Yeah,
opportunity. Good opportunity here for
Carlos
Carlos to
got
get another
his
one. Go ahead.
he got his win the tournament win with Marina. I forgot. I thought he was gonna play Calc.
Yes, with
Uh,
Marina. Yes, and it's I think he's probably gonna stick to Marina for the entirety of the tournament. Here we go. Carlos is left. Wrath is right. There's also a little bit of incentive of using the same weapon type for the entirety of the tournament. I don't know if you read
yeah, the saber stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So if you use the same type of weapon throughout the tournament, or at least a high majority of the fights, you get some points in weapon expertise. So my system is going to be a little bit different from what we're used to. It's gonna be like
Ooh, nice, nice.
the regular tournaments. That's where you get your weapon points. So for example, let's say I use only Isabella today, and I win the tournament. I'm gonna get points in longsword, because I want to play with that weapon.
Using only longsword. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you count Marina as shield and saber or only saber?
Yes, she's different. So the role is different. It's sword and shield.
Yeah,
Yes.
sword and shield. I see. I see. I think that's fair because, yeah, she doesn't play as a traditional saber.
Yeah,
so
no. It's
yeah, I
a
think
different.
it's
It's definitely a different dynamic. Oh, nice sidestep there from Wrath. 2-1.
nice side.
Um,
Do you give the Dushak role for Tarnowski or do you have
no,
him
no,
a
no.
saber?
He's considered a saber because he is mechanically a saber. We're looking mostly at the mechanics and not necessarily at the weapon historically speaking.
I see. I see.
Because
And
for example,
to here with the Dasu?
yeah, if you look at Marina, so she has a couple of mechanics that nobody else has. So her shield is definitely, I mean, she doesn't work like a regular character. Like she can attack and defend at the same time, something that most characters can't do. You know.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
nice sidestep, 3-2. So that's why I split it into. So there's longsword, there's rapier, there's broadsword, there's saber, there's sword and shield and axe. And it doesn't bother me in any way because you just have to be very good with and win tournaments or get one of the first 3 spots with that type of weapon, and you will get points in weapon specific. And again, as I said, you don't have to win the tournament. Oh, nice sidestep there from Carlos to the right. You need to get one of the first 3 spots. So for example, if you play today only sabers and you get the 3rd spot, you're gonna get points in saber.
Yep.
And you need
it's a nice system.
Yeah, you need 3 points, and so for winning the tournament, you get 3 weapon points. So you get 2nd place, you get 2 points. If you get 3rd place, you get 1 point. So technically, if you win a tournament, you become a specialist, or if you get oh, again a nice dash there. Looks like Wrath is going to produce a surprise here. Let's focus on this one, and I'm going to explain later.
Right here with his main, the dashing forward Y gets caught by a Marina sidestep there 2 times.
6-5.
Yes. Carlos here trying to maintain cool, goes in with the double forward Y, but the Marina thrust will surpass his guard right to the face. Down to the last flag, long guarding Marina now. Samuel with the sidesteps out of measure. Marina long guard out of measure. The sidestep, the up, down A, down A again, into the combination, does not hit. Carlos is cool there, and
there.
with the forward Y, got his hand. Still very good, very. Oh, I can hear the laugh from
The
your
laugh is so
microphone.
annoying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jacek, he does it like 1 time out of 3, and it's not that loud. But Marina's laugh, like you want to take your keyboard and smash it to the wall.
This is a very important for comeback Carlos here because Carlos is definitely aiming for the first spot in the qualifiers, and as I said, the first spot in the qualifiers is really important because it grants you qualification to the final and 2 lives. So the number one guy here is gonna be very important. And I think when he was behind, he realized that, oh, if I'm gonna be behind in this one, there's a chance for me to lose that first place. And right now, technically, uh, well, I mean, not technically. What's the opposite of technically? Um,
Uh, Theoretically.
Theoretically, he is, yes. So theoretically, he is number one. He has fewer matches disputed, but he's won every single fight, and he has the best point difference so far. So he's definitely the favorite to get the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I see what you mean. And to
Next,
answer to Carlos, yeah, I get you what you mean about Kalkstein. He isn't as he used to be. He's not so reliable, to be honest.
yeah, honestly, not even with the. I got him. So last week was very crazy. We had the random tournament, and I got him twice against Kuala, and in one of them he beat me 6-0, and in the other one he beat me 6-1. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy. And after I got Kalk twice, I got Isabella twice in the second final. So it was crazy. Um,
that's. I remember in a random tournament I got Kalkstein, and it was one of the first times that the bugs of Kalkstein showed where his sword would just not connect with his opponent.
mm,
And I remember losing like a last flag to it, and I was like, no more Kalkstein, no more. I'm doing something else. Yeah,
yeah.
and I went to Yasuk. Yeah.
Speaking of Kalk, I was thinking that maybe the speed and the damage are gonna help him, but not even that. Like he needs a rework, or there needs to be a rework on how thrusts work generally because it's just it's
Oh,
just
definitely,
it's just so
definitely.
easy. It's just so easy to not get the full damage on a thrust. For example, if the opponent moves towards you, and the thing is, so the way the game works is that in order to land the full damage of a thrust, um, you need to be outside of the character's hitbox. So when you hit him, you don't need to be further than the point of his hitbox, and it's actually very easy for that to happen because you can just move in a little bit earlier, or maybe you're a little bit too close. Like you really need to know your character to a T to land those perfect ones, and even then, it's not. For example, characters like Alex or Laszlo can bypass that by just being aggressive. So obviously, all the characters that are thrust centric suffer from that because they constantly land grazes instead of landing attacks. I've seen Kalk even throwing high thrusts, and they were still like you graze like 2 or 3 times before killing somebody. And I think it's very important for all characters to have the ability to be dangerous. Because for example, everybody that plays against Marie in regular, so I'm not talking about my modded thing in the default. Like nobody's scared of Marie. Like nobody's scared. Like you can play
Yep.
any character and you're just not scared of Marie. You can just walk up to her, throw whatever you want, and eventually you're gonna win. So that's not how it should be. Every character needs to be dangerous on its own. Like for example, if you pick a saber, most sabers have the ability to just one shot you. Most sabers can one shot you. But
Yep.
when it comes to Kalkstein, or it comes to rapiers, or even some other characters, sometimes they don't have this ability, and I think it creates a little bit of an issue with balance. But anyway, let's get back to the next fight, and you are the protagonist of the next one,
Oh,
which is against Boris. Did I send a link? I think I did. No, I didn't.
oh, Boris.
My
Yep.
bad.
The Isabella main, I remember.
Yeah, he's very
Honestly,
tricky. He's very tricky.
in my opinion, like I would love to see for the game to take a more lethal direction because I think like characters survive stuff that should put you out of a fight. Like I want it's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that this is gonna be good for the game. It's just what I want to see. I want to see more lethality into the game.
Yeah, that's
If you
why
know
we're
what I mean.
using
If you know
we're
what.
using the
Yeah.
1.5 damage because it helps characters to be a little bit more lethal. But I get what you're
Mhm.
saying, and I would really like to see a mechanic where landing attacks, for example, to the body or to some other places will gradually weaken the other fighter. So not fighting as nothing happened. You know, like you got hit and then you
Exactly. Exactly.
just continue like everything because at one point it gets frustrating, like you land a couple of hits and then the other guy just fights like nothing happened, you know, and especially when you get hit
Gideon. Gideon.
in the fighting arm or you get hit in the body, like most people can't even take a punch to the body. Imagine a sharp sword to the body, even if it wasn't landed clean, you know. It's
I totally get you. I totally get you.
mm.
Yeah.
All right, let's
And
get
like
back to the to the fight, and we're gonna keep
even
philosophy for
even a
later.
small thrust can put you out of a fight. The smallest of thrust to your belly to your can put you out of a fight.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
mean
I'm muting.
you can still fight, but there needs to be some sort of system where you can see that somebody was affected by it. You know, like he is weakened. Like everything that you do or everything that you successfully do needs to be represented in the game. Um, all right, so Boris is on the left. Um, oh, so Boris picked Barabash and Wiggly picked Tarnavsky. People get shot. Yeah, no. So I'm not saying that people can't continue fighting. I say that they can continue fighting, but I think we need to see those effects a little bit more. Like when they get hit, there should be a little bit more effect to it. First kill there for oh, a nice high guard. Oh, and Wiggly is already so this is a good example. This is a good example. So he got hurt and he already swung a little bit, so he got tired. Beautiful sidestep. Boris with the third flag here. Oh. Oh, that move a little bit too slow. I think Barabash is a little bit of a bad matchup for Tarnavsky, to be honest. Oh, caught him there with the combo though. First flag for Wiggly. Going back to what I was saying earlier about the weapon points. So, in order to get these weapon rolls, you don't necessarily have to win tournaments. You can just get second place or third place. The only thing that is important is to... Oh, beautiful combination ending into a sidestep attack. You have to keep the same weapon throughout the tournament. And the system is pretty simple. So if you win, you get 3 points. If you get second place, you get 2 points. If you get third place, you get 1 point. And the roles are 3. So there's specialist, there's master, and grandmaster. And all of them are kind of designed like with this in mind. For winning 1 tournament, you get the specialist role. For winning 5 tournaments or the equivalent, you get master. And for winning the equivalent of 10 tournaments, oh, got caught there in the swing. You get the grandmaster. So technically, you could get to grandmaster without winning a tournament ever with that specific weapon, but just constantly getting second place or third place. But it's going to be a lot harder, obviously. 6-4 now for Boris. Wiggly is trying to bait Boris in, but he's getting tired. Playing with an old man. Boris went for the grab. Not sure if it was the best move. Oh, Wiggly can get the chance here. Grabs can be countered even when tired. Oh, that sidestep attack went in the void. Oh, went low. Oh. Oh man, I was sure that Wiggly's gonna get this fight for some reason. Like he was in danger so many times and he got out of it. Oh, but this time Boris gets it. 7-5. I think the speed of Barabash.
GG. Tarnowski's slow even when the game is sped up.
Yeah, he's not doing
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
unfortunately.
he's not great, but yeah,
I
yeah,
think
it's still
that was
pretty
the
good fight. Pretty good fight.
I think that
This.
was the differential here. Honestly, I would have loved to see you guys in Barabash mirror, but yeah, it was great. Actually, you're gonna fight again, and you're gonna fight Wrath.
I have to tell you, I don't really like I only like some specific mirrors. I like
Mm-hmm.
the Alex, the Kalkstein, the Laszlo, and the Jendrik. That's about it. But
Mm.
I don't really like doing mirrors. I don't know why. It's my personal peeve.
By the way, because I was
If
about
you
to
could,
say something related to that. Um, One of the reasons I opted for this type of system with weapon points gathered in regular tournaments is that when you organize weapon specific tournaments, okay, apart from Saber maybe where you have a lot of characters to pick from, in the other tournaments like Jendrik or the Kalkstein or Marina, for example, it kind of comes down to mirrors instead of actually how good you are with the character overall.
yeah, exactly.
And this I remember I think Oken told me that because for example I got the axe and the broadsword title twice in a row. So both of them. Obviously, I'm not the best Kalkstein and I'm not the best Jendrik. But for some reason, in those mirror matches, I did well, to win them. And I remember Oak told me exactly this. He said that maybe you aren't very good with the character, but maybe you were good at the mirrors. And then it just hit me. And I was thinking, I don't think the best Yendrik is the one that wins a Yendrik tournament. I think the best Yendrik is the one that does best in a regular tournament. And
Exactly.
I realize
Exactly.
most of the times, even in random tournaments, I realize that, oh, I think I know how to play this character, but then I get into a matchup that I just have no idea how to play. Because, for example, if I play my main, which is Isabella, I know all matchups. Win or lose, I know what to do in every match. But for example, if I take Laszlo right now, I know how to play Laszlo. I know his moveset. I can be pretty decent with him. But I have no idea how to play Laszlo versus Zera. I don't know how to play Laszlo versus Tarnavsky. I don't know how to play Laszlo versus somebody else, and that shows eventually. So that's why in a regular tournament you can definitely see um, who's the best with that specific weapon. I'm gonna give one more example and then we can continue with the fight. Um, I remember back in the day when Ilksus was winning a lot of tournaments. Ilksus being
With
a
Geddy.
saber, obviously with Gideon. Um,
Yep.
there weren't necessarily too many saber tournaments, but I don't really remember Ilksus winning too many saber tournaments. But I do remember him winning regular tournaments or doing very well in regular tournaments with a saber. So at least in that period of time, I was thinking, so he's actually the best saber. Even though he's not maybe winning all the saber tournaments, he's actually the best saber. I also won a couple of rapier tournaments. I'm definitely not the best rapier. I don't even use rapiers in regular tournaments, but the guys like Koala, for example, uses rapier in a regular tournament and does well. Pico uses a rapier in a regular tournament and does well with her. So I feel like it's a little bit of an imposter syndrome there, to have those titles. So that's why I said I think it's better to focus on how people do in regular tournaments with those specific weapons because it will paint a better picture on who is actually good with the specific weapon. It's actually a plan of mine. I don't know exactly how soon to actually start playing specific weapons in tournaments and see if I can get at least a specialist role with each weapon. So it's a little bit of
I see what you mean.
a
I see
challenge.
what you mean. Yeah.
Okay. So there goes my TED talk on the weapons. let's go with your
It,
fight against
can you
Wrath.
can you give me 2 minutes? I have to answer a phone call.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll get water until you come back. Are you back? Let's get Wrath in the meantime. This is the last fight before. I could call it the qualifiers final between me and Carlos because both of us have won our fights, and whoever wins the last match is gonna get first place, and it's gonna be huge. Like the first place is very important. Uh, until Wiggly comes in, let's have a look at the rankings. So Ezekiel is actually first place, but um, he will not be first place because either Carlos or uh, I we're gonna be ahead of him. And Carlos and I have exactly the same record: 4 wins, 28 points, and 10 points difference. So exactly the same. Boris is with 22. He's fought all his fights. Unfortunately, Boris is eliminated, but thank you very much for competing, man. Always a pleasure having you. Wiggly has 20 points. Also, Wiggly does not have any chances of qualifying. And Wrath is 13, so also doesn't have chances of qualifying. So the qualified players here are Ezekiel, Carlos, and I. And the only question here is who's going to get the first place between me and Carlos, which is going to be the next fight. So it's like a qualifiers final. That's the only question we have. But obviously, everybody's going to get their chance to fight. Yeah, thank you so much, Boris, for competing, man. Always a pleasure having you. Always a pleasure fighting you. Back, okay. Can't get hold of Wrath. The night is very young though, and there is a chance we might end up end this tournament quite early. I tried in the past weeks to get another event done after the
Yep,
main one,
I
but it didn't really go.
I see.
S
Look, if there's gonna be a next one, I'm not sure if I can commentate because people have to go to sleep. I can play, but I'm not sure if I can commentate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're
Yeah.
gonna have enough players
Well,
for that.
also, sorry for the hold up. Like a friend called me, and he was like, "They trust my bike, his bike," and I was like, "What? Who?" And sort of thing, but it got resolved.
I see, I see. Um, Wrath. I'm not sure what's up with him. He has one fight. Unfortunately, neither of you will qualify to the next stage, but hopefully you're gonna give us a great fight.
Mhm.
Um, Not sure. I would love to do another one after like something fast.
How about a one live tournament?
Um, I don't
It's
know.
fast.
It's very fast. To be honest, I'm not really a fan. I mean, I get the appeal for it, but I'm not really a fan. I mean, if I am to play, I would like to like play more,
Oh,
not just
I
just
see. I see.
constantly switch. I don't think the format is the problem. Maybe just the
Look,
players.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. You know what? Just gonna after the qualifiers, I'm just gonna post a message and see if people are interested. I'm just gonna put some sort of a react to it, and if we get at least 6 people to play something, we can do it.
I'm not sure if I can because I have to study too. Physics. You know
Yeah,
how it is.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was actually pretty difficult to get. I mean, we had 7 people initially. Then info had to drop, and then Pico had to drop, and then we found a replacement, and yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty difficult to get people. But let's get the qualifiers done, and we'll see what happens after. Wrath is actually not answering. Then I guess we're gonna do the qualifiers final, basically. So this is a match for first place. So whoever wins this one gets the first place, and as I said, first place is actually quite important. Carlos beat me last time, so this is a good opportunity for me to get a rematch,
Mhm.
to get revenge. But before he gets in, I need to quickly go to the bathroom.
Okay. Isn't here. I'm such a noob. I haven't even opened to see chat. I'll see chat right now. Here it is. Lots of hold up. It happens.
Yeah,
Oh, you're still here? Or...
yeah. I'm just waiting for Carlos to
Oh,
connect,
oh, okay.
and after that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. All right, I'm not
Do
sure.
you get any snow up here? Up there, actually.
Yeah, we do. Not right now, but we usually do. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come back.
Okay, okay. Where has everyone gone? Mm, Carlos, when you can connect. I don't know where Wrath is, but we'll see. Okay, guys, those of you that are in the chat, now that Venter's gone, uh, I don't know, write something crazy, right? Haha, that was so funny. Oh my god, it was something great. I don't know, write anything. So when he will be back, we'll be like, oh, you missed it. They said a great joke or something great happened. I don't know. Nobody's gonna write anything and I'm not gonna look like an idiot, but yeah. What else? Real talk. Real talk. The direction of the game right now, to those of you that can listen, is steadily declining. Right? Like, we got a 5 minute, 10 minute with the cutscenes playtime of a chapter. Bug fixes that were not listed, it was just bug fixes. And yeah, I really do not know what's going on with this. I hope it all turns out good. In fact, Ventor has a lot of connections with Cobalt. Yeah. There is 3 people watching. One is me, one must be Vena, and someone else is also there.
Yeah, it kind of
I'm not sure.
fluctuates between. I've had also
Oh,
11 people watching.
yeah, I know.
There it is.
The $100 tournament, EU tournament was great. It had a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the fight between Carlos and I. A very important fight. And honestly, I would like to win this one so I don't have to climb the whole mountain.
It's just one more bet of two. It's not that whole of a mountain, but yeah, I get you. Anyways, good luck to both.
No, because so if I lose, I have to beat Ezekiel in a best of two and then
Oh,
Carlos twice
yeah.
in the final.
Oh, yeah, twice too. He gets
Yeah.
the winners, yeah. Anyways, and the match begins. First flag goes, first blood goes to Carlos. With forward attack after baiting his stuff. There's the snap cut onto the shield and the forward move attack, forward Y, I think, for Marina there. Secures the kill for Carlos. 0-2. High guard cut by Venator into Marina's shield. Sidestep exchanges by both. A nice combo up to low there. Catches the ankle of Easy. 0-3 now. Back and forth by Carlos. Carlos does an in upcut into Marina's shield. The dashing attack by Marina. The four longer decks, if I'm not mistaken, for Easy. There, and the upcut gets Marina's hand. Nicely executed by Venator. 1-3. Still high guard waiting, tries to go in, baited the high guard cut. Down by Easy. High guard cut into the shield of Marina as he was sidestepping there, securing his fourth flag. Carlos. High guard there, the snap cut very quick, but will result in a double. Ooh, I got cut directly between the eyes of the directly between the eyes of Marina. Στο κρόταφο, όπως λέμε στα ελληνικά, as we say in Greek, and the downwards cut, 3-4. Back and forth now. Carlos has lost a bit of momentum at the start of the fight, and now another hit will send this fight into the tie. Carlos needs to be careful here. Ventor has managed to get some ground back. Momentum is on his side now. Changing of the standard. High got cut out of measure and then the snap cut into the hand holding the shield. It passed as Marina was sidestepping. Beautiful killer there. Posta Divena cancelled. Posta Divena again cancelled out of measure. Snap cut. Downwards cut. Divena thrust into the shield. Then Marina with a quick response will get her flag. All fives now. Long guard by Marina. High guard by Easy. High guard cut. Misses. Retreat upcut there by Easy. Side the down A. Oh, catches the ankle there on the last possible second. Gets blade beaten out of the Dustin Thrust. Marina is now exhausted. Regains some stamina there. The Dustin Thrust out of measure. Thrust by Easy. High guard cut between the eyes. Venter is 1 flag away from the dream. Carlos is 2 flags away. Downwards catches the dashing. Grazes. And again kills. Last flag. Down stands by Easy. Back and forth. Some exchanges there, all into the shield of Marina. Tries to bait Venturous doing an attack so Marina can exploit. Oh, and the high guard cut as Marina was sidestepping a bit too early there. And Ventur secures the win.
Oh, that
GG's,
was a
nice
great
man.
fight, worthy of
It was a very nice fight.
yeah.
Nice comeback too.
I noticed that Carlos was has had the tendency to move to the side after he was throwing, so the high guard could catch him in. All right, good fight. So looks like I'm gonna get the first place, just 1 flag difference, and but a very important spot. Which means that Carlos and Ezekiel are gonna face each other in the semifinals. So it's gonna be a Marina fest between them.
Oh my.
But looks like Wrath is not responding, and he's not online anymore. Which means I think we're gonna give you the win. I'm pretty sure you wanted
Yeah,
to
thank you.
fight, but
Yeah, it's okay. I wanted to fight Wrath, but yeah, it's okay.
but you're gonna get a win. So let's have a look. Let's have a final look at the standings. So I'm first with the 35 points. Carlos is second with 34. Ezekiel with 31. Wiggly with 27. Boris 22 and Wrath with 13. Congratulations to all the players. We're gonna end the group stage and move to the final stage. So in the final stage, Carlos and Ezekiel are gonna fight a best of. I think it's kind of improper to call it best of two because it's kind of is a little bit of a hybrid. It's basically first to 14.
14.
Yeah, first to
Oh,
14.
I came fourth. Well, that's
Yes, fourth. Yes, you are fourth.
nice.
Yeah, you are fourth.
Anyway,
Okay, so let's do.
best to.
Yeah. Let's do the semifinal between Carlos and Ezekiel. So they're gonna play 2 sets of 7. We're gonna keep in mind the number of flags, and if both of them get 1 win, then there's gonna be a tie break, and
How many flags is gonna be the tiebreak?
it depends. It depends on the number of flags scored. Because, for example, if you win 7-3, you have 4 flags in the tiebreak. But if you win seven
Oh,
six, you have
yeah.
1 flag in the tiebreak. So it's a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit of
it's
a
first to 14. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's
I
a little
got
bit of a hybrid between a best of 3 and a best of 2, the original system that I had. Because I also want both sets to go until the end, but I also want flags to count. You know, so they count, but to a certain extent. I mean, I've seen a lot of comebacks. Even I remember in one of the tournaments, like I had a 5 flag advantage against Oak, and he survived all 5 of them. So definitely things can happen. All right, semi-final: Carlos versus Ezekiel. Tiebreak. Okay. And the winner of that one is going to face me in the same format, but it might be twice if they win the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this fight against Carlos was really important, because had I lost the last flag against Carlos, I would have been in this position now. And I've been in that position many times, actually, climbing the mountain.
It's sort of like the losers bracket from
Yes.
the in the double elimination.
Yeah, that's exactly the concept, because the winner of the qualifiers is a winner. You know, the number 2 and
Yep.
number 3 are losers, but since they got number 2 and number 3, they don't deserve to be eliminated. So they still continue in the tournament, but they're in some sort of loser bracket. So in a double elimination system, this is basically the loser bracket final. What's happening right now?
I see. Oh, and Carlos is on the left, right? Yep.
Yes, yes, Carlos.
Nice retreat attack with catching his opponent's ankle. Let's go low. Ezekiel does not work out for him as he gets his hand cut. 2-0 now. Marina. The longer they're trying to bait the thrust and
Beautiful.
perfect response.
And on the shield
Yes.
side as well, but it was she was vulnerable because of the movement.
Oh, the shield bust there. Very nice. The thrust catches Carlos as he responds a bit too late to it. 3-1. First flag of Ezekiel here. Carlos with a great early lead. We'll see how that will translate to him in the late game. The long guard there trying to bait his opponent. Ooh, went low but gets his head cut.
Carlos is doing very well of. So he's playing Marina, but he's also very aware of Marina's weaknesses, which is one of them is the legs. So he's actually using Marina's leg attack
To counter Marina, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. Can I tell you something? Doesn't Marina look like an older Marie? With
Oh,
nice thrust there. Yep. On the shield arm too.
I wouldn't say so. I don't know. I mean, yeah, she's blonde and everything, but I've seen her in the story as well.
Oh, in the story, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
about the story. I mean, it was nice, but like the story needs to have a little bit more fighting. And I know the game's the game's idea is to first.
Oh, a beautiful push.
Yeah, beautiful push there. First hit kill, but I think there's just too little fight in the story. So maybe there should be like more flags to play in the fights, so people can actually play the game.
Catches Carlos. And Carlos here is one flag away from securing the first match. We'll see.
Yeah,
a bit more careful. He does not want to repeat this mistake.
Sorry about that. Ezekiel needs to focus on scoring, like whatever he can.
As many flags as possible.
Whatever he can right now. Even if he leaves
and there with a knife.
4. So yeah.
I'll keep track. Don't worry.
A good start from Carlos, but it's still very competitive at this score. Good. Swap sides. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see a character switch.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going.
Carlos removes the hoodie.
Yeah, and I'm glad he does because honestly, I hate seeing the same skin. And it's one thing that I told Kubo as well. Like for all the characters that have hats, for example, there should be an option without the hat at least, just to be a little bit different, or even a color reskin or something. The new Laszlo skin is really nice in the story, but he hasn't put it in the game.
Yeah, I see.
And
first flag here goes
as well.
to yeah, Slim get it. I had the theory that you know that leg void attack, the void leg void that has the trash one. Well, what if Kobold put that in the game so that it works only with Slim Geddy? Because with Slim Geddy it's okay, but with Big Geddy it's not. Oh, and the thrust there. Oh, and the counter response. Yeah. 1. Also, something I want is for every character to have a unique grab animation. And 3-1 now, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel is on a good start here, and his overall
Early.
He's not actually. He's they're all even, so that's why when I said that 7-4 is not a very big advantage, it's something that you can just get back in Very, oh, Carlos with one back. One thing about that dash thrust is that when she dash thrusts, so she doesn't do it at the same speed. So she stops a little bit before the thrust lands, and that throws people off a lot. Like they make them go forward or do a dash, and that's the reason why it lands so much, because there's a small moment before the thrust lands that makes people do something else. Because if you stand still, you can block it, but if you move, you're gonna get hit. I don't know if you've seen it in my fight against Carlos when he was trying it and I was blocking it. I was standing still because I knew that it's gonna come a little bit later. It's delayed.
Oh, and here we
Nice.
see a nice sidestep to it. Yep.
4-3.
Yep, I get it with me. 4-3 now.
Eve was actually
Carlos
very good at this, generally speaking. He was very good at blocking delayed moves. So he wasn't doing anything. Like when there were delayed moves, he was just standing still and he was blocking them. 4-4.
Eve wasn't doing anything for 8% of his fights, though, so... I'm kidding. You know what, a defensive playstyle.
Yeah, Eve, if you're out there, man.
Yeah, we need you back, man.
You
We
back.
need you.
Let's get back to the fight. So Carlos managed to complete a little bit of a comeback here, even though he was behind. He's actually ahead.
Oh! And now it's equal. Died.
Yeah, so it's 5-5. Ezekiel still needs to focus on just winning the set, and that's what I say every time. Like even if you're behind, that's a dash.
And the thrust.
Just focus on winning the set, and you'll see what happens after in the tiebreak. But first, you need to win the set.
Oh, and here's the push
And
and...
7-5, and we're going into a tiebreak. We're gonna keep the same sides, guys. And now the tiebreak is pretty simple. So Ezekiel has 2 flags. Carlos has 4.
Ezekiel has how many flags?
2, because he won 7-5.
Yes.
So he has 2
Okay.
flags, and Carlos has 4. So Ezekiel needs to score 4 flags. Carlos needs to score 2.
Let's see. And a slight advantage here for Carlos, but an advantage nonetheless. I mean, 2 flags come and go. I think both players are now a bit more cautious, a bit more defensive.
Psychologically speaking, when it comes to these tie breaks in this particular system,
Oh, and there goes the first flag.
you'd need at least, regardless of how many flags the opponent has, you'd need at least 2 flags, you know, because if you get only 1, there's always that pressure, you know. But if you get 1-1
Oh,
now.
and here is
If you get
Ezekiel's.
2 flags, you have hope, you know, because I have 2 flags, I can work, you know, with 2 flags.
Yep. Oh,
2
and
to 1.
here. Yep.
2-1. Carlos still needs 1. Ezekiel needs
And
2.
Ezekiel need 2 more.
Yeah, that's why I like these tie breaks. They're always very tense.
Oh, the thrust there out of measure blocked by.
Oh, it caught him in the retreat. Last flag.
One last flag.
Last
Okay.
flag.
That's good. Who are you rooting for?
I'm just rooting for a nice flag.
I'm rooting for a nice flag. That's good. Oh, but
And a nice side step.
Carlos
Carlos.
catches Ezekiel in the mid of the thrust. GG's, boys. GG's.
And the last flag there. Carlos wins. Well done to Ezekiel. Ezekiel still gets the 3rd spot.
Yep.
So
Still a medal. Still a medal.
Yeah, still good points. You see, I know that this system is not necessarily something that everybody likes, but this is the reason why it's done like this, because it creates in the tiebreak, it creates some very interesting dynamics. You know, somebody has a little bit of advantage, somebody has to come from behind, and then in a second, then they're down to the last flag. You know, and the tension is in the air. So that's why I like it so much, because anybody can actually win. All right.
Yep.
So
Good.
Carlos and I are gonna fight again in
You
the
know,
grand
I
final.
like this outcome because it is Carlos actually defending his title.
Yes. So he is defending his title, but he will have to defeat me twice in order to do so. I am so Carlos is above me ranking wise, but I am the number one when it comes to points. I have objection.
What are you objecting about?
We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna just prepare the whole thing. I guess Carlos is ready to go.
Wait, Ezekiel says the first one was 7-4. Yeah, I have it. I have it written down too. It is 7-4.
Oh, yes. He's
What
right.
happened?
He's right. There were only 3 flags.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he's right. Yeah, my bad. So,
But
so Ezekiel won actually.
yeah, but Carlos didn't really knew that he had 3 flags, and
Oh, our
it's
math
different.
failed us.
I have
Um,
it. I had it written down too that it's 7-4, by the way. So yeah,
yeah,
Ezekiel isn't
Carlos
lying.
is being a good sport. Carlos is being a good sport, and he acknowledged that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry I didn't spot it too.
yeah. I said, I
We
said,
love you,
I said
Carlos.
4. Yeah, said 4 flags. Yeah, yeah. My bad. Yes, Ezekiel. Ezekiel is in the final.
Did you already pass it at the salons?
No, it's fine. I can reopen it.
Yes,
Yeah,
still very good match, boys.
yeah, yeah. Just a small mistake. I think we just got a little bit distracted. Um,
Stuff like that happens,
yeah,
but
because
yeah,
it was
it's.
7-4, and I was thinking 4, and that's why. Um,
I see, I see.
yeah, so Ezekiel actually won. Ezekiel actually won, so he's gonna be in the final. Carlos, like a true champion, he acknowledged that. And although I mean, you are right. Like this can definitely affect
The psychology, but
yeah,
yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, technically speaking, like he managed to get the 14 flags before. So yeah, but as I said, Carlos is a good sport. He acknowledged the mistake. So Ezekiel is in the grand final. Even better, a little bit of drama here between
It
the
happens.
yeah. Okay, let's invite Ezekiel for the grand final.
As I always say to you, the best tournaments have technical difficulties. So
Yeah,
yeah.
this time it was just us being failing math. Yeah, all good.
I remember like once I did a minor calculating mistake. Not a thought mistake on the math, but a calculating mistake, like 7 minus 3 equals 2 or something.
Mm.
And I said to the teacher, like, come on, like, you do not have like to strike me down for that, remove points. And he said, well, what if you were at what if you were making an airplane and you did that calculating mistake?
Yeah,
Wouldn't 1,000 people die? And I'm like, well, if 1,000 people are gonna die, then yeah, cut me.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's okay though. It's the first time. It's the first
yeah,
time when it
yeah.
happened. So, um,
First and last, hopefully.
yeah.
Anyways, good luck to you.
Thank you.
The grand final has now started. I'm failing my English too. Haggard cut out of measure. Upwards cut out of measure again, and the forward Y there gets Ezekiel the first blood. The first blood on the ground is of Isis. The thrust there, out of measure, high guard cut, again out of measure, upwards cut, lone stance. Ooh, the thrust into cut combo. I love this combo. Oh, and there a nice attack directly to the head. All once. Ventor has an extra life and a nice, very nice sidestep there, dodging Marina's attacks. Ventor has an extra life, so if Ezekiel wins, he has to do it again.
Yeah,
And the
see there.
thrust there,
See there the
yeah, I saw what you mean. And you could have punished there, but you didn't.
yeah,
It's
I
okay.
was focused on showing you the
Yeah, you wanted to tell. Focus on the match. You can tell me later. You can clip it. Posta Divena out of measure, but still a Posta Divena and high guard cut. You know, it's one of those moves that whenever it happens, you have to say it, even though it's like 20 meters out. Low stance. Tries to outmaneuver Marina from the shield side, though, which Marina blocked and attacked 3-2. Thrust out of measure again, harassing Marina's guard beat. Ventor tries to approach from the. Ooh, and dodges, very expertly dodges the thrust in and gets his fourth flag. I'm having a bit of a delay. Sorry, some lags. We're back. High guard cut. Ezekiel back and forth from cuts of measure from Ezekiel. The thrust. Ventor high guard cut. Forward Y by Ezekiel there does not out of measure positive Vena into thrust. Back and forth low stance for Easy. Oh, tried to bait Easy and goes in with the thrust but gets a blade beaten. Yes, that thrust can be blade beaten. It is the only thrust that doesn't come off long guard but can still be blade beaten. And there the snap cut gets Marina's hand as Marina was doing a forward day, I think. I'm not sure of the attack. But yeah. Thrusts by Easy, out of measure. Does the continuation there to change the stance. Retreat attacks there, tries to beat Marina snap cut into the shield, positive Vena thrust into the shield. Marina actually defending high guard cut into the shield and the response to her. Actually, the high guard cut was into the head and the response results into a double. Ooh, a nice circular movement of the sword there will get Easy. Although she was off the line of the sword, but still get her. There the side, but on the shield side, a bit harder, a bit trickier to land a kill there. Ventor is one flag away from winning this first set, and Ezekiel has 4 flags. He needs to score as many flags as possible to get advantage. Tries to go in double. Retreat. Cuts into thrust combo. High guard now, Ventor waiting. He does not want to give his opponent more flags. Oh, and there a nice sidestep there again into a double though, as Marina manages to cut easy head. Oh, and there with a nice sidestep blocked the sword with the shield and sliced the head open. Ezekiel needs 2 more. Ventor needs 1 more. Tries to go in for the push out of measure a bit. On the retreat, high guard cut and the retreat of the sword will scrape Marina. High guard cut again out of measure. Marina is trying to harass the guard but does not manage to get a kill, and there it is, the thrust directly into the hand.
7-5. Glad I got the set, but I'm not happy that I lost a lot of flags in the process. But still,
You
so
need to
I
secure
have
it
I
now.
have 2
If
flags.
you
So
do.
now we're gonna do the math, right?
Yep.
Here we
I
go.
have written it down again, 7-5.
Swap sides. So I need to win this one to win the tournament. Oh, sorry. Just need to. Oh no, I changed it. I thought I didn't.
Yep. Here we
names.
see the Easy took her shirt off. Stuff is getting hotter, stuff is getting tighter. It needs to be more flexible. Positive Vena thrust, Haggard cut, out of measure. Oh, a nice send the hand flying to Kingdom Come. A nice upcut there. Marina tries to respond with a series of sides, positive Vena out of measure, positive Vena thrust. First blood goes too easy this time. Oh, cut into thrust, hits but doesn't kill, and Marina will respond with her own thrust. The sword of easy is down, now it's up again. Thrust out of measure. Oh no, it was just longer, I'm sorry. Tries to get. Oh, and the dash in blocks. Marina blocks the attack and gets a clean hit onto Easy's head. Vetor back and forth, trying to bait Marina out. Tiger cut and the tap to the head as Marina was going low to cut the legs. 2-1 now. Oh, and a sidestep from the shield side. Marina blocks and answers. All twos. Low stance. Trying to bait his opponent. He's probably baiting for the thrust or probably trying to set up a move. We'll see. It's dangerous always to respond or not respond, but there the forward attack, the forward upcut, I'm sorry, of Marina will get her flag, putting Ezekiel on the advantage here in the early game, 3-2. The thrust there expected by Venator and expertly sidestepped. All threes. High guard, low guard, high guard, low guard, high guard cut, but Marina will sidestep the attack. 4-3 now. Some back and forth here. I got cut into Marina's short arm. All fours. Vendor needs to win this if he does not want to go to a tiebreaker, but the Marina upcut there will kill him temporarily. Positive Vena, thrust. Ooh, and
Zabrać mi to
Venator
stąd!
Ventor there lowered his guard, and Marina took an expert advantage of that with
Yeah,
very
it's
nice
actually. I'm
attack.
not sure if it's a bug or something. I didn't lower it on purpose. The game sometimes
Oh,
lowers your guard. Yeah.
oh, I see. It probably detected the lag attack then. Anyways, Ezekiel one flag away to send this into the tiebreaker, but Ventor with an upcut there catches the arm. Ventor 2 flags away to win. Ezekiel 1 flag away to some tiebreaker. Haggard cut. Ooh, the thrust there. Graze is easy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and Ezekiel takes it with a nice sidestep.
So we're going
So
into a
it's
tie
four-
break. And,
You're 7-5 now.
Yeah, so it's 2-2. In because
2-2.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it was, yeah. It was 7-5. So 2-2.
Yeah.
May the best man win. The best woman. Man
Best
IRL
woman, yeah.
woman in game.
A lot of women
A lot of women.
in this tournament.
Lot of marinas. Greek name, I think. It means sea who comes from the sea. Anyways, into the Haggard cut into the shield, thrust out of measure. Same matchup again. Now we. Oh, and goes low there. Beautiful combo. Ezekiel needs one more to win this first set of games. Ventor has 2 lives. Has this one and one other. Haggard cut. Still it's not over though. 2 flags are nothing. And it can be overturned very quickly. Oh, and there it is. Haggard cut. 1-1. Last flag. Tensions are high. Oh, the thrust there. Grace is very brave of Ezekiel to go in there. Grazes the arm. Again tries to tries to rush in, but Ezekiel now is also hit. Get cut into the thrust, into the shield. Marine a bit tired, regained his stamina. Goes in the push and the tap, and it's over.
What a flag,
1 to
man.
2. Nice.
And you know what? This is actually the first push that works against either Carlos or Ezekiel today because both of them have adapted so well against the pushes. I couldn't land any pushes, and this is the first time it actually lands.
Didn't I pushed? Oh,
No, I
you
mean
mean
for
you?
me, for me, yeah,
Oh,
for me.
I see, I see. GG, GG.
Yeah, GG,
It
great
was a
final.
great fight.
Honestly, I didn't want to
Congrats on
lose
the win.
this flag, because then I had to restart all over again, and that's also a little bit of a
Yep.
psychological thing, even for the one that is an advantage, because you have this chance of ending it early, and then you have to go all over again, So
I mean,
yeah,
definitely on if the one that comes from the loser bracket wins the first match,
yeah, he
then
has
he goes
morale.
with
Yeah.
he has morale, which matters, but he has the momentum. Anyways, thanks for the invite. Thanks for hosting Venator. I'm glad I was here finally. Sorry, I have been busy this whole time, but glad I was back. I had a lot of fun,
Hmm.
and yeah, I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can do something else. I'm just gonna go and have a sig and see if I don't know, maybe people are interested in doing something after, cause
I think
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll
But
see.
great tournament. I really enjoyed it. Congratulations to Ezekiel. He got to the finals, and thank you very much for letting us know that we made a mistake. We're only human after all. And
Yep.
Carlos was
And congrats to Carlos for actually giving.
yeah,
Yeah,
Carlos definitely demonstrated that he's a good sport. He knows how to win, and he also knows how to lose, and that's why he's loved by everybody. Because honestly, he could have had an argument against it. He could have said, "Look, you told me that there's four flags, so we're gonna redo the last flag or something like that." So, but
but I mean, even if he did that, that was fair. But yeah, he
yeah,
still very good
probably would
sport.
have been fair, but as I said,
Yeah,
Carlos
yeah.
was a true sportsman and acknowledged that he lost, but it was very close. He still got the third place, which means that he's most likely going to be. Um, so he's not going to be the first sword, but he's probably going to be um, number one in the rankings. So he's gonna have a temporary role of Grand Headman. And as I said, next week we're gonna do the last event for the ranking. So he's definitely gonna be in top three if he plays next week again. Thank you very much for joining me
Yeah.
in the commentary, man. We'll see if we're gonna do something else.
I don't see a lot of people
Yeah, being
being
active
online
and
because they
uh,
would be here. They would say yes, no,
yeah,
but
but
in,
I'll
we'll
probably
see.
just pop a message and see if people are interested. If we can get 6 people, maybe we can do something fun. Not the regular tournament, maybe something else. But yeah, thanks a lot again for joining. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody.